Okay. I don't like killing things. I really don't. I generally don't kill snakes. But in this yard, this is the second copperhead we've seen under a beehive. And we could chase them off, but I have to wonder if they just come back and be under a beehive the next time we come.
Well,
so in this case, we just have to do away from them. Do away with it. Seth did the deed. The killer right there.
Yeah, the great white hunter.
Yeah, and again, I really hate killing things like this.
No, that's a beautiful animal. But you know, you come out here at night to go move a beehive and that thing tags you, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Or well, you're going to be sick and needing some antivenom for sure.
So that one was under this beehive. The last time we saw a poisonous snake was under the other end.
Yeah.
So
that's actually the stand. I killed another one a couple years ago.
Yeah.
They must like that little.
I guess it's right off the woods. That might be part of it. So I'm sorry, snake. John, I think they found the truck.
Sir?
I think the bees found the truck.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm speaking this weekend for the Nebraska State Beekeepers Association, and today I'm in Omaha, Nebraska with my friend Kevin Monfelt. This was an interesting stop, Midwest Laboratories. Kevin is doing something that it didn't even occur to me that we would have to do this if we wanted to add stuff to our honey. What's the right word, Kevin? Infused?
It's flavored.
Flavored honey. So Kevin does a really good job of producing creamed honey, and he has additives to many of his varieties. And in order to have a barcode with a nutritional label, he has to have these products run through a lab so he can get the proper ingredients on a nutritional label. And it's expensive. What is it? $1,000?
$1,000 per sample. $1,050.
And he just dropped off 4 samples.
I did,
Yeah, just getting started with this. You got a lot of different products.
Right.
Anyway, this is the place to do it. And when we were in there, I talked to the lady at the desk about just what they do, and they do a lot of sampling, including a lot of pesticides. This would be someplace someone could send a sample of wax or honey and have it analyzed for pesticide contamination. And the list of pesticides that they test for is quite extensive. So I just thought I'd throw this little bit of information in on one of my videos. And I got to show you in at least one of these shots. So Kevin from Nebraska, many people that watch my videos know who Kevin is. So interesting stop. I learned something new here. So we've been extracting sourwood for about a week now. It's going nicely. We bring our supers into this room, this drying room, for 3 or 4 days. Try to pull some moisture out of the crop. It's the on-cap portion that's being affected the greatest. And then when we extract, the on-cap and the cap blend together, and right now we've been having a finished product around 16% moisture, which is a good place to be in my view. We'll be doing this for a while. It'll be a few weeks before this is over. Had a good crop this year. It is dark for sourwood. We've got a lot of that lavender gray stuff mixed in it. We couldn't keep it out. We were very careful about pulling the early supers before the sourwood started to come in, but we just had this other stuff come in at the same time as sourwood, and it is what it is. Some years it's that way. It definitely has that sourwood flavor. It'll be thick, it'll be high quality honey. It's just going to be darker than we like to see. And we're still going to call it sourwood because the percentage of sourwood in it is quite high. It is primarily sourwood with other little odds and ends added to it. So we got the fans in the ceiling, blow down through the stacks, helps dry it out. The room's been running with a pretty low humidity, well into the 30% relative humidity area. We use this commercial, industrial, I guess I should say, dehumidifier. Works really well. Every day boxes come in and boxes go out. Come through the door I'm standing in and let's go right over here to get extracted. Maybe take a little picture of that later today when that's running. Been using deeps and mediums for sourwood this year. Used almost every super I had, which I did not expect to do. It's been a long time since I've used all my supers. Right there is the enemy. European hornet right there. They're starting to show up. I don't know if it showed up in the camera, but I spotted it. We're seeing a couple in every yard now, and of course by September it's going to be worse than it is now. We're putting traps out, a number of traps in every yard. I told Clint to put out 5 or 6 traps in every single yard, and we'll see how it goes. Last year we lost 2 entire yards, every bee gone, to European hornets. And of course we didn't have traps until late August when we realized how bad it was. Our store has been absolutely slammed today. Of course I love that. Very busy, lots of traffic, lots of honey, especially now that the sourwood's on the shelf. We're selling lots of honey. It's a big draw. And oddly enough, a lot of beekeeping equipment. I was surprised at what left here today. And the biggest surprise was knocked down medium boxes. Sold out in the store, and I had to get a bunch out of the warehouse too. I guess people are buying for the winter to get ready for next spring. I don't know. A lot of frames sold. Of course, the big seller in the bee supplies was mite treatments. Sold a lot of Apiguard, a little Formic. Some of the Apivar strips went too. A couple mite check kits, but of course a lot of little things, you know, one here, one there, but a fair amount of mite treatments went out of here. And then another thing that surprised me today was how many frames we sold. We sold hundreds and hundreds of frames, both unassembled and assembled. I guess back to what I said, it's the people probably just getting ready for next year. The honey flow in this area is over, so they really don't need the equipment now. But very nice day in the store. I work Saturdays in the store often. Give Jesse the day off, Jesse and Katie, and we got to have a beekeeper in the store if we can to answer beekeeping questions. But every Saturday we get lots of questions, And Lisa, you're okay, Lisa. Don't be shy. And Lisa's new with us, and she's trying to learn, and she's learning fast. But as any beekeeper knows, there's a lot to learn. So, what's up? What you need?
I need the forklift moved, please, because that's awful heavy what I've got to move.
Okay.
I was going to move it, but I thought I better
No,
not.
I'll move that forklift. The other thing we sold a lot of was containers and lids, jars, lids, buckets. A lot of stuff in the warehouse, half pallets of this, half pallets of that, a lot of containers. Of course, that's predictable with the recent sourwood flow we just had. Everybody had a pretty decent year, so everybody's got a lot of honey to sell. So a lot of that kind of stuff going out. A few bee suits today. A few extractors lately too. This last week we sold 3 or 4 extractors, so that's always fun. This gentleman, I can tell you have questions, so I'm going to shut the camera off and see if I can help him. So every day, almost every day, I buy a meal for the crew. Breakfast or lunch, one or the other. And this is one of the places we frequent often, the Rusty Bike Cafe. They know us very well in there because we're in there so much. We're friends with the staff and the owner. And I've learned this a long time ago from a Mexican friend of mine. Worked with a crew of Mexicans beekeeping, and the crew chief bought breakfast for the crew every day, and he said it helped garner respect, that the crew very much appreciated it, and he thought it was worth the investment, and I do too. Of course, it's a nice thing to do. Everybody appreciates it, but I think it's a good investment. Gets everybody well nourished. A few cups of coffee never hurt anybody before the workday started either, me included. Get a lot more work done that way maybe. So Rusty Pike Cafe, Clayton, Georgia, very unique place. We here often. This morning I got a call from Jennifer Berry at the University of Georgia, and she asked me if I had seen something that we just ran across. Apparently healthy colony of bees that died out very quickly, and she wanted to know if I'd seen any or heard of any. She'd found 2 cases of it. I told her no, I had not. And now here this afternoon we are seeing it. What we've got is, we've been through this whole yard. It's very good shape, very good patterns. We just reared a bunch of queens in here and restarted colonies. It's very healthy. They've been on a nectar flow. From these singles, we're actually having to remove frames of honey in order to give them room to lay. And what we've got here is a box that had good looking brood. It's full of honey and pollen, and the bottom board is full of dead bees, and there's not a live bee in the box. This is exactly what Jennifer asked me about this morning. She's seen 2 cases of it, two colonies in yards of bees that were otherwise healthy. This is very bizarre. And again, all of these colonies are in perfect condition, except for this one. Is it a pesticide? Did these bees get into something that the other bees did not? And if it was a pesticide kill, you'd think we see a bunch of dead bees on the ground. Usually they just don't die overnight. Usually you have a kind of a death through attrition, kind of a dwindling off over a day or 2. We don't have many dead bees on the ground, but the bottom board is completely full of dead bees. Very alarming, and I thought I'd take a short video of it. The brood looked like it was okay. It's kind of putrid looking now because it's, dead and had no bees to take care of it. So we're going to be working on this one, and I will give updates when we find out more. I'm going to show what these colonies are looking like otherwise. Yeah, turn it over. Go to the next frame.
Here's my queen right here. Look at that.
Yeah, let me put your queen back in there.
She look over. She's down.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Can I mark her real quick?
Yes, please do.
Okay.
Yeah, put her back in the box. Yeah. We're lucky she didn't wander off. That's what makes me hesitant about putting frames, leaning them against the colony beside the one you're working, and I've had queens just wander off into the weeds, but anyway, that's a different subject. Let's look at your next frame of brood. I just want to show that these colonies are very healthy,
Right.
and we just have that one that did that really, really weird thing.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Like, beyond bizarre.
Yeah,
That's
they're beautiful. They're gorgeous, except for that one.
Yes. Wow.
So Jennifer asked us to take samples of bees and samples of honey, and we're going to do that right now. Selena's getting samples, and she's going to call me with an address, and if she can't come up with an address, I will find somebody somewhere that can help me figure this out. Yeah, I've never seen that before. Okay, I've made some phone calls, and Jorg Mayer is coming over from the University of Georgia tomorrow. He's very interested in this. He's going to take samples back to UGA and have them put them on a high priority list. Jennifer Berry's got somebody that's going to take some samples and look at it, so we are on this. And the reason this is so alarming to me is that every other colony in this yard is perfect. So, and we've also heard of 2 other instances of this exact same thing. So I don't know if I should be worried or not, but it's got my attention.